If you've been looking at homes in Denver for more than just a few weeks, I'm about to call you out. Because almost every buyer I work with does the exact same thing. They create the perfect house in their head, and then they spend months looking for it. They want the perfect neighborhood, the perfect layout, the perfect yard, perfect mountain views, perfect kitchen, perfect price, perfect interest rates. But here's the problem with that. That house does not exist. At least not in the way that people think it does. I see buyers walk into a house and immediately start comparing it to this imaginary house they've developed in their minds. And the real house never wins because the imaginary house literally has no flaws. It has a huge primary suite, a massive kitchen, perfect finished basement, unobstructed mountain views, a 3-car garage, no HOA, and somehow costs $50,000 less than market value. It's amazing. The imaginary house is undefeated. The problem with that is that while buyers are waiting for the perfect house, the real opportunities are passing them by. Because the buyers who actually win in this market are not looking for perfection, they're looking for a good fit. And those are two very different things. The best buyers I work with understand something very important. Every house is going to ask you to compromise somewhere, every single one of them. You might get the location and lose the yard. You might get the yard and lose the updated kitchen. You might get the views and lose some commute time. There's always something you have to give up. You might get the perfect house and realize the property taxes make you cry a little inside. That's real estate for you. It is a series of trade-offs. And honestly, that's not just real estate, that's life. The buyers who struggle the most are usually trying to eliminate every compromise. The buyers who succeed figure out which compromises they can actually work with. That's where clarity comes from. Not finding a perfect house, finding your priorities. Because if I ask most buyers what they want, they're going to give me a list of at least 20 things. I'll ask them what their top 3 priorities are, and that is when the conversations really start getting interesting. And that's also usually when they start finding houses they actually want to buy. Right now, Denver buyers have more options than they've had in years. Inventories up, there are opportunities. There is room to negotiate in certain situations, but that does not mean that the perfect house is suddenly appearing next week. In fact, sometimes the more inventory makes the problem even worse because now there are more houses to compare against the imaginary one. So if you've been house hunting for a while, here is my challenge. Stop looking for the perfect house. Start looking for the right house. The one that checks the boxes that actually matter. The one that fits your lifestyle and helps you accomplish your goals. Because the perfect house really doesn't exist, but the right one absolutely does. And the buyers who understand that usually find it a lot faster than everybody else. Follow me and like this video to see more of my content weekly.